testing.
Yeah, we've been on beatbox mode for the past month.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry about that. But welcome back to Mostly Negative Podcast.
I thought this was the Gray Zone Warfare podcast.
Tarkov.
Yeah.
Tarkov Gaming.
Talk show.
Definitely not a...
We're sponsored by
and Adderall.
Warfare and Adderall.
Yeah. Brought to you by Gray
Zone.
Gray Zone.
Gray Zone.
Is it Gray? Is it called Gray Zone?
It's called Gray Zone.
Gray Zone.
Gray Zone Warfare.
Brought to you by Gray Zone Warfare. We're Mostly Negative. You can join us on Discord at mostlynegative.com.
Yeah, we're giving away keys to Gray Zone.
Yeah, we're giving away free keys all day long. Come on, join the Discord. Mostlynegative.com.
$100 pop.
I'm Base Justice.
Are you, though?
Soon.
I thought you were Firestorm.
Well, here's the thing. I'm playing Arma.
Yeah. Reforger.
But I'm Reforger.
Or Arma.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Arma Reforger.
Okay.
And but I'm not doing that yet. I will.
What?
I will.
Oh, I'm banned.
I'm just RPing.
I am banned.
Hey,
but so are you playing Altus Life?
Or
a form of it?
Similar. I'm playing Wasteland.
Wasteland.
You remember Wasteland?
Is that like Epoch?
It's like Epoch, but it was like
I remember that. Yeah,
Arma 3 before Epoch. Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Are you just soloing this? Is this a solo endeavor?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm just chilling.
Just chilling.
Yeah, I'm just trying to just like
Cancer
have
Core?
some social gaming.
You making Cancer Core again?
I will. There is Arma Life servers, and it looks fucking awesome. They're whitelisted, so you gotta be.
Do you have to like these are the ones you have to apply to?
Yes.
With a character.
Yeah. So it's like no pixel, the Arma.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite. I fucking remember when we used to play Arma 3 and we used to play Altus Life.
Yeah.
And we had a corporation called Cancer Corp.
We had a pretty large group of people.
We did.
We had the diamond mining facility.
We were a legitimate company, but on the side,
I was
no one knew
for
this.
sea turtles.
Yeah, you were getting sea turtles. You're shooting them with your S-Dar.
Yeah, I was a fucking poacher. Like always, you really ran the diamond operation.
I was being legit.
Yeah. And I had nothing to do with it.
We were rich though.
Yeah,
we were filthy rich.
Yeah, we had so much.
We
money.
were rich from both fronts.
I would get caught all the time.
Yeah,
I'd swim to shore.
Yeah.
I would just stay underwater. The police would be on the surface like, "Come up," because my boat would be out there. I would steal a boat. So they couldn't track whose boat it was.
Oh, God.
And then I would dive down and I would just slay turtles.
That's fucking...
And then I'd have to swim to shore with like 100 pounds of turtle meat on my back. And I'd have to you'd have to go to the Chinese food store to sell it.
Right. That's so fucked up. That was all. I liked that more than I liked GTA.
In a scuba suit.
Yeah.
I was literally
that's right. No, I'm not.
With a fucking backpack full of turtle meat.
Dude,
what's up, guys?
Which do you like better? GTA or Altus Life? Well, Altus Life we got to play a lot together.
Yeah, that was fun. GTA though, like when I did I did that solo too.
Yeah,
that Dagnor Daily thing.
You're streaming.
Did I stream Dagnor Daily?
A lot of it. I think all of it.
I don't know. Did I?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I have no memory. I
think you do.
What you tell me could be reality because I don't remember anything. Yeah. But regardless, Dagnor Daily was a lot of fun.
Abortions.
Is that we talked about that
continue.
once? Yeah. But the Dagnor Daily thing was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't a part of that. I was a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I just forced, but I think it was just the character. It had nothing to do with being GTA versus the character I was playing was a character that was server wide. Yeah, Dagnor Daily, fucking, I would just use that in-game tweeting system.
Yeah. And
I would tweet like bullshit news. Like I would be at things, but I would tweet what happened wrong.
Okay. Okay.
And my character was always like heavily breathing. Like I ran everywhere. I had no car. So I would run everywhere and I would get up and I was just like an abrasive character. I'd be like, Dagnor Daily, reporting live today. And I would just, and then like people would tell me things and I would like purposely say all their names wrong and the information wrong. Oh. And then I would publish it.
Predated what's happening in real life.
Oh yeah. I was just doing reality.
You predicted.
I was being predicted. I was just being the news.
You invented that.
Yeah. So, but I would do that.
Studied at CNN and Fox News.
This guy's great.
Like, wait, Dagnor Daily.
This is good.
He's got a good idea.
But yeah, and then I would do that with everything.
Yeah.
And then, but eventually that character got perma'd.
Someone killed
killed it. And like they like messaged me, but I was like a thing on the server because everyone knew like, oh, Dagnor Daily.
Did you let them perma you? It's got to be
consensual,
right?
Yeah,
okay.
And it was like a part, but it was fun. Yeah. It was funny as shit. Because so I started. I got like I forget how I got like picked up into like a gang.
Yeah,
like a biker gang.
I wish all of this was like recorded.
Yeah,
I would edit it into a story.
It was fun. It was a really fun. I'm actually still the one guy still messages me and asks me to come back.
Oh shit!
In RP, like every probably 6 months.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, you should come RP again, because he's the one. He's actually the guy who permitted me.
Yeah,
but it was funny as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got like picked up by like a biker gang.
So this is another beatbox episode because my audio card is fucked up.
Yeah, it's just a feature of the podcast now.
Not sponsored by AudioBox USB. So you were RPing in GTA and you were doing a newscasting character, but you would follow around criminals and you would tweet their illicit activities.
Yeah, well, that's what it evolved into.
Yeah,
was that like I got picked up because like my character was like kind of like funny, goofy.
Yeah,
and then I would just pal around with people and stuff, and I had no car, so like I would always have to be driven places and stuff. Right. People would just find me like you would literally see me find my character like running down the side of the road, like tweeting, bullshit stuff until somebody found me where I was, whatever stories I was making up. And I would make things up about like big characters in the server, like the mayor and all sorts of shit.
Damn.
So, and there was real newscasters on the server.
Okay.
There was a
So you were like competing with them.
Fuck Dagnor Daily.
I guess. God, dude.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
I'm so sorry.
It's nothing. It was just, but yeah, that was I don't remember.
You streamed. I watched it.
Yeah, RP. Yeah. RP was fun. RP is cool.
I don't remember what I tried to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But while we were in our divulgent forms of ourselves, while our microphones were broken, we were talking about the infinite item glitch.
The infinite. So I remembered a couple weeks ago we talked about cyclists. Oh, and we talked about pedestrians.
We're going to confuse the fuck out of people with this podcast,
absolutely.
by the way.
This
every
is
time,
we're just a schizo.
Every time we come in after a clip, we're talking about something.
I'm going to chop it up and just reorganize everything.
It's just like do a randomizer on it.
Following. Fuck it.
Well, this is like TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, we're just farming clips.
We're a podcast
shit.
TikTok.
It's helping us. That's God.
See, your attention span is perfect here because the audio cuts out every 15 seconds, and then we're talking about something. All right, new topic
for Gen Z.
Yeah, it's like I already wasn't paying attention to what you were saying, so thank you for cutting out and starting a new thing.
Something else.
Yes, but
new topic.
Yeah.
So just sort of norms, social norms.
Yes.
And I said that cyclists should be riding with traffic.
Yes.
And that's the law.
Yeah,
but we debated on, and I said it's because it's safer.
Yeah.
And you said, no, it's because cyclists want to be a vehicle.
Yeah.
And
because I don't know. Because I don't really.
And
that's just what makes sense.
I thought I had a reason, but I couldn't remember last time. Yeah. And I did remember this time.
Now.
So
came to you in the middle of the night.
When you are riding with traffic, and let's say this is a 2-lane road, and someone is pulling out and they're going to turn right on that road.
Yeah.
Which way did they look?
Yeah, so it's where they're
left.
looking. Yeah.
Left.
And you couldn't cross traffic. If you were going the opposite way, you could never turn left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be even more dangerous.
Yes, you'd have to.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because it's not designed that way, so you have to go with the flow of traffic, or else you can't be on the road. Now, whether or not, I still think I trust people less behind me. I wouldn't want to be turning across an intersection, even if I was going with the flow of traffic and on a bicycle.
But think about when you are turning right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I'm sure you look right.
Just go for it.
Yeah. I'm sure you look right, but a lot of times we're not looking right that hard. Even if we do.
You're looking right for a vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll look because I do try to be hyper aware of pedestrians.
Yourself too.
Yeah. So. And I don't want to hit someone and get sued.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care if they die. I just don't want to get sued.
I have to drive away real fast.
Yes. It's a new car. It'll have blood on it.
Scratch my car.
So anyway, that's
with his carcass.
That's part of my reason.
Get your carcass off my hood,
you fool!
Clean that up.
This is not a car for a carcass.
But that makes sense. Yeah. But that all follows that suit. Like they want to be vehicles. You couldn't drive on the road if you're going the wrong way. I still don't know.
I think that's a part of it. But now I'm remembering the coming the other way. People aren't looking.
Yeah.
Especially,
you couldn't. Yeah, you couldn't go the other way. You would never be able to drive. You wouldn't be able to turn. At all.
And you wouldn't be able to turn.
Yeah, you would die. You would die if you tried
You
to
would
turn.
turn.
People
You
would
would
just
die.
people would just instantly
You
run
wouldn't turn.
over.
You die.
Yeah, you'd go to turn and you get
Just
flattened. Yeah, you'd pink
Just
mist.
explode.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense.
yeah. So that's it. I have a few other things. So we did want to talk about.
Gray zone. Oh, sorry.
I don't want to like acknowledge that it's working right now. Yeah, let's talk about. I do want to talk about some game things. So first of all, Tarkov,
Yeah.
Tarkov, Nikita,
Yeah, Nikita.
game
BuzzFeed.
developers, Tarkov aren't listening to their communities.
They
and,
are. They are big time now.
Really?
They've literally put out since Gray Zone came out today. They put out a hot fix today. They fixed all the audio bugs. They put out an event. They have gone buck wild. They're
just above and beyond.
They're in Gray Zone panic mode.
They're back on Reddit
Gray Zone-
commenting. Nikita's
Yeah, like, we
in
love
the
you
comments.
guys, yeah.
Like, hey,
Live-
sorry about this, guys.
live
We got
cast.
this. Yeah.
We love Ukraine.
Clip that.
Yeah, we're not Russian.
Hey guys, we're on.
Turns out we're helping Ukraine
we're gonna
now.
be on Steam and
Yeah.
we're gonna be on GOG.
No, really,
and-
they are. They're like full. They're
Yeah.
they completely
Good.
fixed all the audio bugs. They've tuned down the
Wow.
audio thing.
Wow.
They did a lot of really good changes. That being said, Gray Zone looks a fucking million times better.
Okay, so
like-
well, let me just pull it up
Gray
because
Zone?
I've seen it already before, and I thought that it was. And now you have told me that Gray Zone Warfare is, which we have keys for, by the way.
Yeah, we have
And you
hundreds,
on our Discord,
thousands. We're sponsored.
mostlynegative.com. But you told me that Gray Zone Warfare was an extraction shooter.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you fly out. There's like it is. It's a
Because I
clone.
thought it was when I looked it up before, like previously, like it sounded like it was like a persistent open world.
It kind of
thing.
is.
Like
but you
I'm
go to a
imagining
stash.
DayZ.
You do go to a stash.
Okay.
You go to like
So
a hideout.
is it like even more in between of because
I would say it's a mix between like that Call of Duty fucking game mode they have. What is that one called?
Warzone Warfare,
No, the other. There's another one that goes.
Gay Zone.
Yeah, Gay Zone.
Okay.
But it's something. So you do call in an extraction
Okay.
and you are deployed.
Okay.
But it's all like real time. So like you call in a helicopter. You call in like a fucking pickup. And a
Yeah.
helicopter comes
And drops you
lands
off.
and picks you up and takes you back to your base. And same thing for drop off. So you get like dropped off and deployed. But other than that, like the in and out version of the game, it is Tarkov. Like the
So are you getting dropped into a world that's already been going on? Does this particular
it seems like right now,
instance?
yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, it's very
Okay.
it's alpha. It's very alpha.
Yeah.
But even
I
if
kind of
we're
like that idea. Like imagine if it was like DayZ where you could
yeah.
extract in and out of with. Oh, I guess you kind of can do that because you have your stash on you.
Yeah.
But if you had like,
Yeah, you get to
So
a
maybe
location.
more of an
you
in
get to
between
like
between
you get to
DayZ.
like a landing zone where a fucking helo can come and you call it in and it picks you up and brings you out and in. And then I think it's just an open world.
Yeah.
Is the plan for it to be, but everything else, the game itself, it functions just like Tarkov, like the medding.
Sounds cool. It looks
the
good.
movement. Yeah,
It looks
looks
good.
beautiful,
And it
first
looks
of
like
all.
it's coming to my favorite platform,
Yeah, it's
Epic
already-
Games.
Epic Games,
Baby. Woo!
.g2a.
Let's get Ubisoft connects.
Yeah, Ubisoft. Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to just say something really quick about my whole ADHD adventure.
Oh, yes.
The biggest helper
speaking
of all
of
things.
ADHD,
Yeah.
I'm cured, can't you
speaking
tell?
Of ADHD, the biggest helper is not the medication, but if I just do my eyes like this,
If I just stop blinking,
if I just do my eyes like this, then I feel alive. I can do everything.
Focus.
No, I'm focused.
It doesn't make anyone uncomfortable. They're super okay with it. People love to see.
Awesome.
People love when they can see the white above your eye and below. It
Yeah.
means you're focused.
It looks like a pit bull, a friendly pit bull.
a friendly, not in kill mode.
We've all heard of whale eyeing.
Yeah.
It means that they want to hook you.
They want to love you
They want to give you a lick.
with their teeth. But yeah,
so
so
let me look up Gray Zone.
yeah, so it's. I mean, it's definitely it's a competitor. It's a true
Gray
competitor.
Zone
Gray Zone.
Warfare.
Warfare. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just competition, and regardless, honestly, like looking at it in alpha, it definitely looks a tiny bit more arcadey. It looks like I think it's on the same engine that Call of Duty uses, so it's gorgeous. Like it looks beautiful.
What engine is that? Do they use Unreal?
I think so.
Okay.
It looks just like Call of Duty. Like if you were to look at it, it looks like Call of Duty. So the movement looks a little like more it's not as
Yeah, I can see that it's like less sway.
Yeah, it's not as mil-simmy.
I don't think I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like there being a.
I'm
like,
for
Yeah.
being more arcadey.
I love
simulator.
Fortnite. Speaking of arcadey,
Yeah.
like when Fortnite was good,
Yeah.
It's fucking good.
Well,
dude.
I mean, people, the simulator portion of games. Let's talk about something new.
Totally new. Welcome back. Mostly negative. We
New
have
clip.
Gray Zone
Yeah.
War Fairy.
But yeah, so like I think when games get really sunk into that whole milsim thing,
Okay.
it becomes cumbersome. Like the game becomes annoying to play
Yeah.
because they're so hyper
You're
focused
fighting
on
the
it.
mechanics.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's got to have all. It's like that's
Yeah.
cool, but to an extent. Like the game, there needs to be a balance of like a little bit of arcade because like at the end of the day, it is a video game. Like, it's a video. It's not fucking real life.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be playing WASD simulator trying to walk my character.
This isn't. This
you know,
isn't
remember
Clop
that game?
Clop.
Yeah, that
Wait,
where you're trying
not,
to move.
not Clop Clop. Don't go to the Reddit Clop Clop.
Yeah,
I'm
is
just.
that-
I'm
is
gonna
that-
edit that part out. What would
Quap.
Quap.
Yeah.
But there was a horse version of it.
Was there?
But it wasn't called Clop Clop
I don't know.
or Space Clop. No, don't go to those Reddits.
Go to oh God. But yeah, like I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be playing like that's not what you want in a game where you want
Yeah.
to be able to fluidly play and stuff. So you have to strike a balance between that, and
Yeah.
it looks like that's what they're doing with this. But regardless, like I said, to me, it already looks like it's going to be a million times better than Tarkov. But I'm just happy to have those commie sons of bitches have a taste of capitalism.
Ba-ba-da-da-bop. All right, we're back on a totally brand new fucking system.
We're at the library.
I'm so fucking pissed.
We went to the local library. We're sitting down
We
at
have
the
a homeless
computer
man
here.
with us, actually.
We're just going to interview people at the library. This is where we do our
here's
podcast now.
Here's our first homeless man.
Yeah. We all know I wouldn't allow a homeless man near me.
Do your impression. Do your impression.
Oh, I'm filth. I'm trash.
Okay, so
I have no idea what you're talking about.
shit. Communism bad.
Oh, yes. Communism. The commies are getting a taste of capitalism.
I love it.
Yeah, which is good.
Because
I mean,
of gray zone warfare.
yes, because like they've just been like chilling for so long. Like they, have been ignoring the community, just
Yeah.
fucking doing whatever they want, and yeah. So, but really, like I said, this past week they fixed the audio bug that's been in the game for like fucking 2 years. Like, and it's not like they just came upon the discovery of fucking the missing link. They just did their job. Because there's pressure of a new game on them.
It's like, crunch
like,
time, boys.
Yeah. So like they've been doing all that stuff. And so.
So like, yeah, if they didn't do that, I mean, their country relies on them to bring in money, and if they don't
They'll be
do
killed.
that, they go to the gulag.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like really,
gulag.
it's funny, like whatever like economic system like you have in place for your country, like on the global scale of things, like you have to play like that's it seems like people hate capitalism, but it just seems like that's just like the default.
That
Like
is
you
how it
have a
works.
good
Yeah.
and you trade it. Like
Yeah.
that's not.
And if somebody
that's
else
not
has
an
the same
economic
good,
system.
yeah, if somebody
Yeah.
else has the same good, like
Yeah.
you got to beat their good
Yes.
somehow with
Yes.
price or quality.
Exactly.
So that's just how shit works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to participate in a world market,
Yeah.
you have to be a capitalist.
Exactly.
You can be a communist if you never
Yeah.
leave your
You can
circle.
force all your people to be communists,
Yeah,
but
if
like
but if
when
if
you are
want
bringing
anything
stuff
external,
in, yes,
you have to be a
yeah.
capitalist. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we can't.
Yeah, take that, North Korea.
That was like one thing. Also,
North
like,
Korea does it though, right?
well,
Who do they trade with? I don't
well,
fucking know.
we all fucking give them shit.
Yeah, but do they like export anything?
No,
Yeah, like they don't
No.
care about the world
no, they're
market.
terrible. Yeah,
Yeah,
we give them stuff because otherwise all their people would die.
Just die.
We literally just give them stuff.
Yeah, so
Everyone does.
so that's how you do it. That they've got it right.
Yeah, they
You just
figured
say,
it out.
"Fuck you
We'll
guys."
nuke you.
Yeah. I'll
Well,
get
we're
you.
starving. We're starving.
Yeah, we're starting. Food.
Boom, heroin. Oh, huh?
But-
so
So it's good.
one thing that I like is thinking about economic systems and communism. We're looking good.
It's working.
This is a beautiful program.
Yeah.
Paid
no
$700
beatbox.
for this
Did you really?
for this program.
It's like the Pro Suite.
It's the Pro Suite.
The Pro Suite.
I torrented it though,
yeah.
so
like
I
the
didn't
pen-
pay anything for it.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, I pirated
obviously.
it.
Yeah. Lifetime warranty.
But Ableton
Did we ever
Live
talk about the lifetime
is-
warranty? But go on.
Yeah, Ableton Live is the best. If I had the money to, I would pirate it 1,000 times.
I would do it again.
But I would. My dad paid for it.
So
His
you
version.
know somebody.
His version.
who
Yeah,
bought it.
I know people who
So
bought it.
by nature of
I would recommend people buy it.
osmosis,
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend a normal person because like even I was sketched out by fucking
torrent.
downloading the cracker for this. And
yeah,
like I would buy it. It's well double over like for how I've used it.
Yeah.
And I've been using it for 10 years.
Yeah.
Pirated.
Yeah.
I just upgraded.
I did.
Pirated. I did upgrade. I did upgrade.
I got the new update.
I did.
It's great. I love it.
Um,
I love that it was free.
but
That makes me love it more.
I do love it, and it's Ableton Live Suite.
Yeah.
You can get it at. Yeah, it's Ableton.
Yeah.
Definitely. The thing about it, I love the suite. I love the upgraded version.
Yeah.
Because it's everything. And
Yeah.
I don't know what my dad has, but he uses he plugs in a lot of stuff. So he's just running stuff in raw, but like
Yeah.
I want like all the cool digital stuff.
Yeah. Fucking stuff.
So like the suite, and the suite is like a lot more.
Yeah. It's penthouse.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can piss on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can piss on the floor.
You didn't. That's how penthouses work. If you get the penthouse, you can pee on the floor.
If you're a communist, if you're in a capitalist state, you can still do communism. You can just have a communist community.
Yeah.
And like no one will do anything to you about it.
No,
but
there's
like
nothing.
but like if you are in a communist country, like
And you're a bad guy.
No, like you can't do that. Like you don't that's
Yeah, it
not
wouldn't work.
Yes.
Someone has to be a capitalist.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, we have them. I mean, like like you could call like Mennonites
Yeah.
and Amish and stuff. Like they have a
there's
form.
nothing wrong with communes.
It's some form of a commune.
I think
with a
I think
sharing.
it like maybe like probably just works. It probably works fine on small scale.
Yes.
Yeah,
But not with BSG.
like with a family.
Not
Like
with- yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You could
Where you have your joint goal, where the meteor is coming.
exactly.
You just need a meteor.
You just need one.
Yeah.
And
That
you just need the
meteor,
market to
that
crash
meteor
once.
is gray zone warfare.
That's
the meteor.
That meteor has struck.
Yeah, and now,
And,
now communism is not working. Oh no.
It looks like we're out of keys for that, but hopefully we're going to be getting some new keys for Gray Zone Warfare,
Yeah.
competitor to Tarkov, and we will be handing those out in our Discord at mostlynegative.com when we get them, because we have none right now.
It'll be a bi-yearly giveaway.
Yeah.
So tune in.
Gary's incident. So I was going to ask you another thing. This is like more of a gaming podcast. I wonder how long like it's going to be, because I really fucked up the beginning. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I have no idea. I feel like we have a solid 30 minutes.
18 over there.
Oh, it's all it was 18?
18.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So video games are fun,
They are.
obviously.
Yeah. They're cool.
Well, maybe not.
Sometimes.
I don't know. They're okay. There's something to do.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to internalize your answer, but then I want you to think of my answer, and I'll think of your answer.
Okay.
Before we say it. So in a video game,
No, sorry.
internalize.
I hate it.
In a video game, in Minecraft,
Ooh.
in a video game, what is your favorite what is your favorite place in a video game? Not a specific place, not like customs,
Yeah.
or this level, but like what is your favorite like type of area in a video game? Like, is it a fortress, or is it like some,
what setting?
Some kind of, or is it like a mountaintop? You
Yeah.
know, all right. I think I'd probably guess yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an idea. Well, I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I already know mine.
If I were to guess yours,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could see you liking my things, but I would definitely put you in some, like medieval, like castle settings in a like politics city world, like city, but like castle, like Castlevania-esque.
Yeah.
Fucking
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like I think of you like
Yeah.
being like like fucking Crusader Kings.
Yeah.
Like that style, like
Okay.
fucking
In a castle.
faiths,
Yeah.
religions
Hell yeah.
and cool, like all that,
Yeah.
vying for power.
Yeah.
Like the hubbub of all that.
I love
I could
it.
see you in that, like
Yeah.
wanting to be in that setting of a video
Oh,
game.
absolutely. Yeah.
that
I made a
far
great
off?
king. No, it's not far off.
What would you choose yourself?
What
personally?
let me say what I think is
Okay, yeah.
yours.
Okay.
Um
Hell no.
yeah, hell. No, but like I do imagine like I imagine the Eastern Bloc of Europe.
Yeah.
Just really run down and shitty.
Yeah.
Apartments that like are abandoned.
Yeah.
But like I do imagine
Just
like an industrial,
Chernogorsk.
like an industrial
Electro.
like area. Like
Yeah.
I'm imagining like a place like Customs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like just like semis,
Yeah.
kind of wrecked, like a road,
Yep.
abandoned apartments. Just kind of that like
Post-apocalyptic feel.
yeah.
Yeah.
You'd love Stalker, by the way. And
Yeah.
what do you say? I'm right?
Yes, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything that can put me in that like survival world thing. Like
Some people live there.
Yeah. Like I just do
they're
that.
surviving, but that's their every day.
That's just their life. They're
Yeah.
playing a survival game.
Yes.
It's called life. So can I find bread today? That's my quest.
Jesus
When I
Christ.
woke up.
I hope I don't get nuked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
But,
Ukraine.
Yeah. But no, yeah, definitely the post-apocalyptic setting.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all those games. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, like Cherno, Electro, fucking
Okay.
all
Yeah.
those things. Like those are like
East Europe.
yeah, like that's where I was.
We should go.
We should go. It's probably just like the video game.
What?
What's up, guys? I'm here to see DayZ.
But like, what East European place would actually be like cool to visit?
I don't fucking know.
Fucking
None of them? None
None of them.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah. No.
I would say mine is to break it down like even more specific, like a mansion,
yeah.
like a manor.
Yeah.
But I feel like you really hit the nail on the head with medieval castle. Like,
yeah, like
that's
castle. Like I
pretty
see
much,
you in like a cool, big, like something like grandiose.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you like
Victorian.
because I just think of like your settings you would build in D&D.
Yeah.
Your
Oh,
typical
yeah.
setting you would
Yeah.
build in D&D
Yeah.
is what is like an extension of what you like in a game. Like to me.
That's
So
a
when I
good
see your
point.
D&D
Yeah.
worlds and stuff and I see what you think, it's like, oh, okay, like that's that's the world you would want to play in
Yeah.
and is fun to you. So like that's what
Yeah,
you build.
so that's
obviously.
what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, which makes sense. And it's a cool setting regardless. I mean,
I miss D&D.
D&D was fun. Like I
Um,
said, the Warhammer one would be cool
It would be cool. I've been really happy not
doing it.
doing it though.
Yeah,
Like I thought about that today. I
was-
was like, oh,
It was a long ass time.
it was a long ass time. I do want to see. I want to see Jesse run something.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm gonna have to organize it for him. That's okay.
Yeah.
But I don't want to organize something right now.
Yeah.
Like
And I also don't
thinking
still
about
feel
that.
like playing, so I
Yeah,
won't
like,
play.
That's a huge weight on my shoulders to even be
gotta
like,
type
okay,
in
now
di-
I have a schedule and now we're doing this,
Yeah.
guys. Everyone gather.
Yeah.
I just don't want to right now.
You don't want to type in Discord.
Yeah. I can't move my fingers. Someone was complaining about my app at work that I
Yeah.
made. And basically at work what we're doing is
Did you
we're
kill them?
Yes.
Yeah, they're dead.
In Minecraft.
Yeah.
In a video game. We're doing a desktop app
Mm-hmm.
conversion to web.
Okay.
So not like full conversion, like, oh, let me take this code and make
Yeah.
it work for web. I'm just looking at the desktop app and be like, okay, I'll do that function over here.
Yeah.
And I'll do, but modern.
Yeah.
Complaining that they had to scroll on this one panel. And it's like, I would just like to be able to see all the information.
You want
It's
to make
like,
it fucking
it's like-
size 6
it's like,
font then?
fucking zoom out then.
Yeah. Like,
Zoom out then.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
like,
like, are you like, can you not lift your finger? Like,
Yeah.
does it hurt?
Can you not use the scroll wheel?
Yes. So it's like, don't tell me to make things like it was because it's,
Yeah,
we're newifying it
Yeah.
for a
There's going to be
reason.
change. That's just people
Yeah.
don't like change.
Yeah. People don't like change.
Yeah.
That's 100% it.
Yeah, that's it. That's cool though. But I actually, speaking of fucking I saw a post today. Someone used ChatGPT
Yeah.
to make an entire Android app.
Dude,
A non-programmer.
Dude, I literally was thinking of the
Did you see
exact
that?
same thing today.
It was a
No,
post. This
I
guy
didn't see
he
it.
showed the app
No.
and everything.
Yeah.
It works. Like it's a fun. He made
Yeah.
an entire, and he showed the prompt he used. He wrote this prompt, and it said like, imagine you are an Android, and he like wrote the programmers, like the main
Yeah.
programmers for Android. It was like, imagine you're these two guys building an app for the Android, the X platform.
Okay.
And build me an app, and it wrote code and built an entire fucking. He's not a programmer, and he released an app,
That's insane.
and it
dude.
built the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's a functioning app. It's nothing crazy. It does something very niche, specific to
Okay.
his company. It solves a problem for him
Oh,
of like
fuck yeah.
categorizing something that
Yeah.
he needed. It like uploads barcodes into some database for it, but it does it all in an
Yeah.
app. And fucking ChatGPT wrote the code
That's
for
fucking
him,
awesome.
which is really fucking. I saw some other crazy shit on there. You see that new fucking, I think it's Windows. Maybe it's Windows. I don't know. It takes a picture,
Yeah.
a standalone picture of a person,
Okay.
and you give it like a 3-second voice clip of that
Oh,
person.
shit, yeah.
Just like any
Okay,
word. Just
yeah.
like you could be like, hello.
Yeah.
And then a picture of that thing, it creates a video. You
Oh,
can
fucking
create a
like
video
that.
of that
Yeah.
person saying anything you want.
That's
it to.
crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Like
oh my God.
scary as fuck. It looks
Yeah.
real as shit.
Yeah.
It looks completely, you cannot tell that it's not real. And it's all it is it's just a fucking still picture,
Yeah.
JPEG, and like a 4-second sound clip of their voice. And you can make a video of them saying anything.
Dude, that's fucked.
Yeah.
That makes me like think of Expanse spoilers for the listeners for the listen.
Yeah, the listener.
Yeah, I'm gonna say some Expanse spoilers. Because
Seen
you've
most of
watched
it.
all of it.
Yeah.
But do you remember when they AI faked Holden?
Oh, yeah.
But like that, like
Yeah.
it's funny. Like when that was written, probably like 2014,
Yeah, science fiction.
2014. Yeah, like they didn't even think like
gonna
like
be real in fucking
because like
5
in the
years.
future, if we have what we have now and now we move to there, like people would automatically be skeptical.
Yeah.
They would be like, oh no, guys, like this is
Yeah.
AI stuff is.
Yeah.
So they'd already be aware that like
Shit could happen like that.
Yeah, or like that, would be such a commonplace and like easy
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, I also saw that new, it's not, so like DALL-E and all those, they have a specific function in them that is designed to create images that are distinguishable as AI.
Okay.
So that's
Wow.
intentional.
Wow.
So they didn't want photorealistic.
Yeah.
And that's intentional by design. There's another platform that they made, and there's a
Yeah.
new one. This one that's made is it's like a fucking proprietary. You can't access it. Like only
Okay.
some people can. This is not
Yeah.
like an open source thing, but there is an open source one coming out that makes photorealistic ones. They showed the images on it.
Yeah.
No, there is a 0% chance you could ever tell that's not a photo.
That's insane.
It looks exact like they can like date the photos. They can
Yeah.
make them like look like they're from a specific year. It's wild. Like
Bro.
it
You need to
looks-
show me that when
it's
we're done with
it's on
this.
the fucking subreddit. The
And then I'm
AI
gonna fucking
the chat-
download it because
yeah, you can literally make anything you want, and it's on the ChatGPT subreddit.
okay.
It was like a hot post. It was like I think it was today that the post came out, but it is insane to look at. Like you cannot tell that these are not real photos.
Yeah.
Like
That's crazy.
like I don't. It's scary. It doesn't trouble me much for our generation because I
Yeah.
think we're smart enough to determine.
Yeah.
But like, our parents just got to die. They got to die like soon.
Oh my-
Yeah. Like because
my
that
God.
generation can't handle that
yeah.
stuff.
No.
They do not have.
It's sci-fi.
We're
We're in sci-fi now.
well, they will never be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
You will be able to control like 50% of people.
They're like,
with that
no,
sort of
well,
stuff.
Trump said that I have
Yeah.
to. I have
They could
to
literally
do
put out a
this,
video.
and
Yeah,
then-
they could do, and they will.
know.
They will not be able to tell, and they
That's-
already buy.
No, that's like now though, like I'm thinking of like
Yeah, they buy
more of the
everything.
context of that. Yeah, like
They buy
on Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah. Oh well, Bob on Facebook.
Yeah, the
said,
amount of fucking things I get from like a Facebook link. I'm like, stop sending me Facebook
Yeah.
links to
Yes.
fucking anything.
Yeah.
It's not. Should I buy this? I'm like, buy nothing. Listen to nothing you see on the internet. It's all fake. Nothing's real.
Yes.
It's fine tuned. She's like, well, I showed up on mine. I'm like, it's for you. It's designed for you. You know, like that's built for
It's
your
for
dumb
you, you
ass.
bitch.
Yeah, yeah, like you dumbass. It's built for you to use. Like,
You bitch.
yeah, you bitch. You dumb bitch.
You bitch.
You be your bird. But yeah, like that. It's scary for that.
Yeah.
Like for that, the generations above. Like I feel like we're okay.
Yeah.
Us and down is
Yes.
okay. Like we'll be able to determine. Like we have the faculties. We understand enough about it. We're up to date on that
We
stuff.
can control our bowel movements.
We can. We don't have colostomy bags. No.
Yeah.
But
Not
yeah,
yet.
soon. But yeah. So but like for the generation above us.
Yeah.
And those like that's scary as fuck. Like
Yeah.
like the Fox News watcher, the CNN watcher.
Yes. Right.
Those people could just be completely brainwashed by this stuff. Like you could do you could do anything to these people
Yeah.
with that sort of AI. You could show them images, you could show them videos that look completely real, and they
And
would
they're
buy.
already like unhinged as fuck.
Yeah, they're looking for anything. So like imagine you gave that little fucking this video of so and so saying this, like you just started a fucking riot among like 30% of the American population.
So, so are you? Now I'm going to ask a series of questions.
We should purge them. No.
Do you, do your parents? Are they big into conspircy theories?
I don't know.
Okay.
They don't talk about them.
Are you?
So I would say
okay.
no.
Are you? opposed to them?
No,
Okay.
no, I don't. I'm not like. I don't really.
You don't think those people are like nuttos?
I think there's levels of it.
Okay.
There
Right.
definitely is
Yeah.
insane people in that hobby, of
Right.
like conspiracy theorists. But I mean, that's in every. You could say that about.
I'm
Every.
like I like try to like figure it out because like I know people who like and a lot of times I see so many like talking points that are like repeated like
Yeah.
within like circles and like I'll be like when and then when I hear it like in real life it's like oh well now I understand why you said that.
Yeah.
It's because all these people are
saying that.
repeating it.
Yeah.
But like I have two theories on like why people like I think there's corruption out there.
Yeah.
but
That's a fair
like
statement.
but like to some of these levels that like people reach to like believe in
Yeah,
some
like
stuff.
QAnon drinking baby blood and shit. Like,
yes.
there's definitely like you could probably tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's so I had one thing, but now I have two things.
Yeah.
And the one thing is that real life that thing is more interesting. Like
The
like
conspiracy.
yes.
Well, yeah, that is.
Yes, that's
by-
more like
that's why it
like
sells.
shadow government? Are
Yeah.
you fucking
Yeah.
reptilians, bitch?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude! Like
she just blink with her
even though
second set of
even though you
eyelids?
hate it, but it's like that. It's interesting.
It's like TMZ.
That's cool.
It's like TMZ.
Yes,
It's drama.
It's fucking,
People like drama.
Yeah, it's like oh wait a second, like oh
Yeah.
and then the other part, which I just have realized.
Yeah.
These are just my thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is because I'm not a psychologist. Dylan, I've been hired
I'm here
by
to talk to you.
university to study.
I'm still here.
And I think it's like similar to religion, but we don't have to touch that.
I mean,
I think people it's hard to look at reality. It's easier to like be in disbelief of like what is actually happening
yeah.
and like attribute it to this.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's
did
looking.
Did I say that? How
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, what you're saying is that people, they want to find, they need to put a reason to something. They need
Yeah.
to put people need a bad guy. People need something
Yeah.
to blame. People need, whatever it
Yeah.
is, like they're going to latch on to
I
something.
think it's like how I like so religion. This is what I thought previously.
Yeah.
This is how I used to feel.
Yeah.
I don't exactly feel like this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just a little more apathetic. Is that people looking at like creationism, like God created everything,
Yeah.
versus like maybe what scientists say
Yeah.
happened, Big Bang.
Yeah.
It's like oh,
Yeah.
like that's hard for me to comprehend
Yeah.
as that
I could see that. I could
Yeah.
definitely see that. I mean, but I think I mean at this point, I don't think I mean, I'm sure there is
Yeah.
people, but I would say the large majority of Christians, they accept like Big Bang, all that sort of stuff. Like they're not,
Yeah.
they don't believe that like we just spawned.
Yeah. Well, I didn't come from no monkeys.
Yeah, like I think that thought is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty widely.
so.
Yeah, I don't know that that's I mean, probably besides like
I
some
love
very,
that fucking
Yeah.
fucking talking point of like
Yeah.
the anti-evolutionists. They're like, well, why is there monkeys still
yeah,
around?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
dumb fuck.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know that is
Yeah.
still prevalent, but I mean, I could definitely see that. I could see people choosing something.
Yeah.
But I also just think it's just what people know.
Right.
Like if you, it's the same thing of like people resist change. If you educate yourself, if the first thing you read is that, Bush did 9/11 and this
Yeah.
is why, and you read that one story about it, the story is going to prove why that is. Like this is, this is what happened, and
Yeah.
here's a million points as to why it happened.
Yeah.
And if that's what you digest, that's what you're going to believe. You're like, okay, that's good to me. If you believe something, if you read something and it's good, nobody goes and looks up, why is this wrong?
True.
Nobody does that. You don't
And
do
I can
that.
tell that you have studied some psychology.
I don't know.
Have you? You have, right?
Well,
What did you do in college?
it was psych
Yeah.
and thing, but
I can
mean,
tell that you've taken at least
a
one
psych class.
psych class.
Yeah. Maybe
I
it's
passed
just-
it somehow.
Yeah. Did
I
you?
didn't ever go.
I didn't go either. I had to go to
Yeah.
therapy instead.
There's a few classes that I got A's in that
Yeah.
I never went to.
I'm not a good student, but I get good grades.
Okay. See, I'm a bad student.
And I get bad grades.
Terrible grades. Yeah. I can only do one class at a time.
Yeah. No, yeah, like I do well in academic settings.
Okay.
For like, because I'm a good test taker.
Okay. I am too.
Yeah, so I'm good at tests and I'm good.
But I do hyper focus on classes. Yeah. That's like so like, yeah, like
Which
if I'm taking like calculus, like
you're just in calculus.
Why the fuck like am I going to care about psychology? Yeah. Like I'm probably not going to go to that class. Like I need to get this calc homework done because it's the only thing that actually takes like critical thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it just depends on your learning things. But if you find information, there are very few people who then look up the opposite. Yeah. And it's not normal. Normally you would never do that. You're not going to be like, cool, I just read what you usually do. If you find something that's interesting to you and it seems correct and there's all this information, you just compound it. You look up more. Yeah. So you just dive deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And then you don't, the first thing you read, you don't read like Bush did 9/11. And then you don't run outside and you're like, Bush did 9/11. Yeah. And then somebody immediately smites you with how that's wrong. Yeah. You fucking bury yourself in Bush did 9/11. Yes. You learn and you keep reading and reading and reading. So now you're concreted in this information. You have not received any actual feedback as to why the other side, that's how it could be wrong. And if you read only one side of the argument, you'll always believe that one side because that's what we do. We're people. We prove our points. Like you would be a shit fucking arguer. You know, like we're gonna make sense of what we're saying. But if you never hear the other side, and that's what happens. These people, they educate themselves on one side of the story. Yeah. And then they enter the public with this idea.
Then they enter the public.
Yeah. Then that's when they're like,
it's dangerous.
That's when they come out and say like, I think this. That's when they make their Facebook post, and then somebody responds with, these are wrong. This is why. Mm-hmm. But now it's just a personal attack on their core beliefs because they've concreted this. Yeah. They have never accepted. They've never read anything about the other side. Is all they've been doing is just diving deeper and deeper. Like for me, the second you learn something, you should learn the opposite. That should be the first thing.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, you should. You should find why not. Yeah. You know, because first of all, it'll help you. It'll teach you both sides of it. Yeah. But it also makes you able to have a conversation about it. Because if you're not, you know, because that's how I am with most of my, like, I don't have any beliefs that like I would get mad at somebody for arguing me with, like not believing. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm okay with both sides of the spectrum of arguments. I think it spectrum. I am on the spectrum. But yeah, so I think it makes you, well, first of all, it builds for better conversation. Yeah. It builds, I also think that it helps you either prove to yourself that you're right or the opposite and then change your opinion, which is good. So, but if you just dive full into things, which is what usually happens, and especially with conspiracy theorists, because it's a rabbit hole, you know, like you start the one conspiracy and then you end up in fucking wherever the fuck you are, but you're like, oh shit, everything's fake. The fucking reptiles, shadow government did it all, you know, like, because they're all because that's how they work. Yeah. They're connected, and that's by design. Because they want you to dive deeper. They want you to fucking continue down that path. And none of that stuff, you're not, like I said, you're never going to read.
Do you think that there are like nefarious people like
who just want to fuck with people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think obviously 4chan does shit like that.
Yeah, no, I think there's people who farm.
I think like, did I tell you about the gang stalking Reddit?
No.
Gang stalking Reddit. It's so gang stalking is like this schizophrenic concept, and it's like the concept that it's fucking funny. Yeah. But it's like that you're being followed by like a group of people who are just like following you just to like fuck with you,
and it's just happening.
Yeah.
So these people are on this Reddit saying they're being gang stalked.
Yes. But like every single person on there is a schizo.
Yeah,
like,
so they're just building each other
like
up.
They're and like sometimes they post like videos and they'll like run up to like the mailman and be like, "Stop following me!"
And they probably all support each other.
They do.
Like, that's
yes.
right.
So it's like this like echo, and I'm like, how? Yeah. That was like the first time where I was like, the internet was a mistake.
Yeah,
that was the first time I thought that.
I mean, that right there is a perfect example of that. The echo chamber, like where you concrete yourself further in.
But these are mentally ill people.
They are, but I mean, they're not far off.
Yeah,
from how everyone else acts.
Well,
their thoughts and what they're saying is more schizo, but it's no different than like being a fucking, you know, Democrat versus a Republican.
What's wrong with Democrats?
What do you say about my people?
What?
But
darn it, get out!
Yeah, it's the same. You know, like they're just what their belief is fucking insane. You know, what these other people are believing is more, you know, compounded. You know, it's a more concrete thing that makes sense, but it's the same idea. It's people building each other up with no, you know, resistance. It's just like, you're right. No, you're right. We're more right.
So I have to ask, so I know you pretty well. You are in Discord. You're on Steam for the past 10 years.
That's true.
Where have you observed all this?
I don't know.
I'm guessing at work.
Yeah.
Various personalities at work, but I know you're not on social medias.
Yeah, I don't do
like
social
that.
media. I don't know. I just noticed. I mean, I guess just in day to day.
I guess you
life.
also listen to podcasts and you like know.
Yeah, I think it's just absorbing
yeah.
stuff around me.
Okay.
You know, I don't specifically seek out any of that sort of like knowledge. I also avoid all, you know, like I think that really has been how I learned a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
Is by staying as like a kind of like a third party.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Third person.
Yeah, third person, 3PP. No, I do
no.
think it makes it better because it allows me to like observe conversations.
Yeah.
So like most of this I'm saying right now, like none of it is founded in any real knowledge. It's just,
you should look up the opposite of this.
Yeah, I should.
Asshole.
Fucking idiot. But yeah, it's literally just me observing conversations and being a part of conversations and seeing how people react, and then, you know, using that to teach myself to be like, oh, okay, like this is how, you know, this is how people argue. This is why people get upset. This is what, you know, what happens in most situations. I mean, again, no sweeping statements, but, you know, this is what I've just from nature of being alive have seen of people, you know, like.
Yeah. Is that one of them? No sweeping statements?
Yeah.
I thought it was just no absolutes.
No absolutes.
Well, that's the whole.
It is.
That's the book.
That is the core. No absolutes, but these.
Is the book.
And
that's one of them?
Yeah. That's the first one.
That's a commandment?
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of the first ones. Yeah. Yeah.
We should start a religion.
Don't get me started.
We should start a religion.
I think I could get a cult.
Really?
It'd be easy.
I could help you.
Yeah, we could get people.
Yeah.
If you wanted to make a cult, I don't really think that's a crazy. Like when they're like, oh, crazy, when they like make those the shows where like cult leaders are very special. It's like they're just taking advantage of weak people. Anybody could have done that. Yeah. Like it doesn't require.
You go around on
special,
some people.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't require a special skill set or anything.
Yeah.
You just need to be not weak and confident, and there's a lot of people who are that way.
Yeah.
And just find people who are the opposite.
Yeah.
You know, so, and there's a lot of people like that. So
what's like a way we could like start?
That's to be insidious.
I'm like worried, like if I'm like saying this on here, I don't want like someone to like take my advice and like do it.
Oh yeah, because we're masters of the craft.
But like, you know, like what's one thing like that people need right now? People need jobs. So like, you know, like you use your social skills to like get like you like pose as like you know, you really got it together and like you're making good money and you're like, well, you know, like I know. Maybe I might got some jobs for you that I could, you know, and give you, and then, you know, you bring them over to the house and like have them just like type up random fucking bullshit, like, you know, and then, you know, that's be like, yeah, you know, and now we're all going to move out west.
Now I bought a plot of land that we will farm.
We will farm.
That'll be like day 2.
Yeah.
If you want a job? Like, we're going out west.
We're farming. Farming weed.
Yeah. But yeah, so no, I think it's the conspiracy theory thing. Like, I think that's all it is. It's just people. It's really just what they chose to digest and what they chose to read. It could have been anything. It could have been fucking, you know, well, whatever. It really doesn't matter. It's just what they chose to digest. I don't think it makes you any more unhinged than anyone else. I think it's just what you were interested in, and it by nature is way more interesting than reality.
Yeah.
You know, because that's
Absolutely.
how they're not going to. No one's making a conspiracy theory that like
Well,
the government
a boring conspiracy.
actually only takes off on Fridays. You know, like nobody fucking cares.
That's it. That's it. Why aren't any of the my conspiracy? Why are none of them boring?
Yeah, why are the boring?
Why are they all so fucking interesting then? Huh?
Like, why are the reptile people? Where are the normal people?
Yes.
But yeah. So by nature, like it's interesting. We feed on that stuff. We like the drama.
We do. What was the last movie you saw? Better fucking watch that movie.
I didn't see it yet.
You need to fucking watch it.
Yeah, I still have not watched a movie since the last time you've asked me.
Dude, watch it. Watch one.
Watch Ava.
You like that painting? Have you seen it before?
Yeah, it's your dad's painting.
It's my dad. Yeah,
it's fucking dope.
Oh, yeah. Do you like art?
I mean, I do what I do. Do you mean like do I appreciate art?
Yeah. Would you go to a museum? And
I would.
Art?
I don't know that I would really get a ton out of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't do.
I guess especially with like a kid.
Even before.
Because like when I was a baby, I wouldn't want to fucking be in a
Yeah.
museum. Like
Yeah.
I would just run through it. Like, let me look.
How
look,
far?
look
That's a good
down.
word. How far back do you remember? Because I hear people oftentimes be like, when I was 3.
I think it's like sometimes like.
Is it just what you're told?
No, because I think like.
You've been told that's what happened to you?
No, I think it's.
Or do you
No.
actually? No, I remember. I was
No,
there.
stop. No,
Yeah.
I think that it's you back then remembered. Like maybe like when you're 5, you remember something you did when you were 3.
And then you're just
And then
you're just
when
passing
you're
that
7,
up.
you remembered, and then
So
you
it's like-
remembered. So like me thinking about like, yeah, like I think I remember some of preschool.
Yeah.
But maybe I just remember like what I've said about my
Preschool.
experience in preschool.
Yeah.
I was a terrible kid.
Yeah.
By the way, I got kicked out of preschool.
Yeah.
I got kicked out.
Yeah. I got kicked out of like 8 schools.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
So the final. So I went to a preschool and I was just terrible. And I was always in the corner, and the pizza tasted shitty.
In the pizza.
I swear I could still taste what
said-
that nasty ass
you remember
pizza
the
tastes
pizza.
like.
Well,
Yeah.
that's I think
Yeah.
that you're onto something there.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
smells and tastes
Okay.
are things that people
Core
can
memory.
remember. Yes.
Core
those
memory.
those whatever fucking synapse that follows.
Yeah.
We save those as an animal.
To my DNA now.
Well, it's an animal thing
Okay.
because it's like you need to remember smells and you need to remember tastes as an animal.
Yeah.
Because it could be a dangerous smell or a bad taste.
Will I pass it to my kids? Not to eat that pizza?
Epigenics, maybe. Yeah, I think over time you could.
So, and then the final, I was always in the corner and I threw blocks at people.
Yeah,
and,
you're in timeout.
Yeah, I was always in the corner and timeout.
Yeah.
The final straw was, and I don't remember this. My dad tells me this.
Yeah.
I pulled my pants down. And I pissed in the sandbox.
You thought you were in the penthouse?
Yeah, exactly. I thought, I was like, I'm in the fucking penthouse.
I'm in the penthouse, dude.
And then I went to a preschool and I had a really good time. And these motherfuckers, it was at a church. It was at a fucking cool church and beautiful church in Sarasota. Oh, oops.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so they fucking bulldozed it and put a Walmart there.
Hell yeah.
Fucking-
Capitalism,
fucking
baby.
bullshit, dude. I just that feels wrong. That feels wrong.
I think anything that gets replaced by a Walmart feels bad. It could
fucking
be anything.
terrible.
It could be anything. It could be like,
Yeah.
come on, man. That's where the fucking whorehouse was. You put a Walmart.
We bulldozed the Starbucks.
Yeah, Walmart is the lowest thing that could be. But you could put anything beside. You'd be like, I'd
A
rather.
Walmart neighborhood market.
That's a little better.
little
But I
better.
still think I'd rather like a prison.
Yeah. But that's
Can't we just put a penitentiary
fucking-
or something besides the
Yeah.
Walmart?
I don't know. I feel like like bulldozing a church.
That's rough.
That's like one of those core
Yeah.
tenums.
Yeah.
Tenants.
Yeah.
Tenums.
Tenums.
Tenum.
Was that the end of your school problems?
So I think I remember some of that shitty preschool, and then I think I remember some of the other one. But I feel like mostly this is
passed down memory.
probably memories of memories.
Yeah.
So, ooh.
Yeah.
That's memories of memories.
Yeah, you're-
but I do remember. I remember kindergarten for show.
You do.
For show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear.
sure.
I hear all sorts of different things. I don't. Well, I
You
don't
remember
know.
yesterday.
Yeah, no. That's how. That's.
Yeah.
What
What do you remember?
How far back do I remember?
It's the earliest memory.
I think I have the same things of like just like random little pieces of things. But like memory wise, like I don't know.
Do you remember third grade?
I remember pieces of, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
But like it's more like I
Yeah.
just know knowledge about it.
maybe that's it.
It's not really, to me, it's not a memory.
Yeah.
Like, it's more like a memory to me.
Maybe that's better. Yeah.
A memory to me is something that you like organically, it
Like
comes
a video.
up.
Like a video.
Maybe.
In your head?
It's not even, I don't think it's how you, I think it's more like you just organically were like, oh, I remembered doing this. Like I remembered where I put my keys. I didn't make an effort to memorize. I
ever
didn't
lose
like
your
learn
keys?
where my keys are.
Do you lose your keys ever?
No,
Do you lose things?
no.
Okay. I do. It's a
Yeah.
part of ADD.
Yeah. I mean, well, also I live with an OCD monster.
Oh, good.
So everything is categorized,
Nice.
which is nice because
Yeah, good.
I'm the opposite. So it works.
Yeah.
So she keys go in the same spot. Everything
Yeah.
goes in the same fucking place every single time.
Dude, this one fucking time, I was with someone paddleboarding,
Mhm.
and I drove us there, and we set up the paddleboards. We went paddleboarding, and then when we got back, I was like, "Where are my fucking keys?" And like I'm just like standing next to my car, and then like just like that, I was like, and I looked at this pillar in the distance, and
And it
I'm
was
like,
there?
"You're there, yeah."
Yeah, see, that's a
They're
memory.
fucking there, dude.
Yeah. No, so that to me is a memory. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the things like I said, I think the things I remember is just like that those happened
Yeah.
because they were like key points of things happening. I mean, for me, I mostly just because like I said, same. I mean, I don't know if your school if you continued getting in trouble and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I was
Yeah.
forever in trouble.
Oh,
like,
okay.
For like
But you were in so you were a troublemaker.
I was like the worst.
Were you I was a troublemaker.
Yeah.
I was always in trouble.
Yeah.
But also did you move around a bunch?
I didn't move around. I mean, I got kicked out of a lot of schools.
But but you mostly stayed like in the same area.
Yeah.
I moved around a fuck ton.
Yeah.
And
That
I think
probably
that's
adds
like
to that.
like I always felt like I was the weird kid.
Yeah.
I always was the weird kid.
Yeah.
And
So that
I
probably
was on
adds to that.
Adderall.
Yeah.
He definitely did. I
Yeah.
think definitely like once I like stayed at a place,
It helped.
that's when I became normal.
Yeah. See, I don't have any cases of those.
So were you in trouble because you were violent or because you were a bully or were
I
you
was just an
disruptive?
absolute
Were you a
nuisance.
clown? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so me
and-
too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because again, like I do well in
Yeah.
school.
Okay.
So then what that meant was I didn't have to be a part of any of the schooling stuff for me.
Really?
So I was because I didn't need to pay. I was like, I
You
can
were
do
better.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need to pay attention here. So that just eventually devolved into, just being a problem.
See, my shit was like, damn, why the fuck can't I pay attention?
Yeah. No, I did. So I was the thing. I was always,
Yeah.
but that's what made it even worse was that. So like, I remember when I went into middle school, they separated you because I was in a very big school system.
Yeah.
So like we
Yeah,
had,
there were teams in middle school, right?
Yeah. And we had, I mean, like, like my graduating class was like 2,000, 3,000
Oh my
kids.
God.
Yeah. Like I went to like
Holy fuck.
cities.
Yeah,
Like these are
okay.
huge schools. But anyways, they separated you by behavior.
What?
So I was
Yeah.
in like the murder squad,
You were
like
in
fucking
zero.
kill team.
Holy
And
shit,
I was
dude.
not a violent,
Yeah.
but this was a big city, so there's bad kids. So this is like
Okay.
kids who were like going to juvie, like really bad.
Yes.
But I'm a good student. So
Okay.
I was in classes by myself
Yeah.
because I was in what are they like? What is that? AP? What are those old? What are they? Is that what it
Okay.
is?
Yeah. Honors.
Whatever.
Yeah.
There's none of those kids were in those classes. So I would literally take classes by myself
What?
because they were all in like the remediated classes.
But why wouldn't they just like mix you with those classes?
Because I
like
was in the D. I was a bad kid. So I would literally be in class by myself. So then that even made me even more.
That's
'cause I
like
was
some shit that couldn't exist today.
No,
It'd be like,
no.
we don't have enough resources.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. And it was also ridiculous.
yeah.
Like, that's
That is,
not-
yeah.
obviously not a solution.
That is idiotic.
Yeah. But so anyway, so then it was just even more free reign for me because I was like, yeah, because I was just able to do whatever I wanted because I was
Okay.
I was like a standalone entity.
Okay.
And that was what really that was where how
How
I got more out of control.
how many like how long were you in like solo classes?
I was in that school for a year and then my mom pulled me out of that school, put me
Okay.
in another school. I was in that school for like
Did
3
you ever go to a
months.
private school?
Went to multiple private schools.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Yeah. Catholic schools
Yeah. Okay.
for like
Okay.
I went to one for 3 months, got kicked out.
Did you ever go to like a military school, like where
No.
you had
No.
Do they want to?
No, my even because what it was like, so I was never like outrightly bad or like it wasn't like I was a bad, I just didn't want to be there.
Mhm.
And I was fine. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't need to do, so, I would just do whatever I wanted. And then, and then my mom knew that too from a young age. So she would tell, like they would call her, like, and my mom would be like, he's going to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have control. Like, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, he's
Yeah.
not, like, you're going to have to figure it out, and handle it, or do whatever you got to do. Like, but there was no form of punishment that could affect me.
Okay.
Because I just didn't care. And then in school was also like, I didn't move. So I was
Yeah.
in the same area,
Okay.
but that just compounded it more because I was like it was like the legend.
Oh
'cause-
shit.
because everyone knew, like, this is the kid, like,
Yeah.
who got kicked out of every school, who was a fucking, so like, I remember fucking 8th grade, I think it was 8th grade, I came back to the public school system
Okay.
because I wanted to play lacrosse. I could no longer
Oh,
play
right.
lacrosse.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me play on their team anymore if I was going to private school.
Okay.
So I had to come back for lacrosse.
Yeah.
So I came back in 8th grade, but I remember, like, and now, all my buddies and stuff who, I learned, knew that they all were like, when you were, it was because it divulged, everything becomes more blown out of proportion. So,
Right.
but I remember what they said, they're like, when you were like the first day coming back, like getting on the bus, like everyone was like, it's like, we gotta like quiet, like, because it was like, I was like a monster.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
But I wasn't at all. But it's
Yeah.
just, that's what it became because
Yeah.
I never moved. I never actually left the area.
Yeah.
I was just like this creature that moved from place to place.
This animal.
Yeah, and they're like, he's back.
Quiet
like,
down. Quiet down.
yeah, like he's coming. But I wasn't a bully at all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was, but I was like boys with everybody. Like
Okay.
we were like,
Okay.
I had a,
So it sounds like you were like
a
clown.
I had like the premier
You're clowning.
like school experience.
Okay.
Like when people talk about like when you see like the TV show experience.
Yeah.
That was my school
See,
experience. I loved every second of it, which was part of why you couldn't punish me because it was
Okay.
like, oh, we'll give you fucking detention. I'm like, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Like, I love it here. Like I loved, like I was, because
Yeah,
I just did
yeah.
whatever I wanted. I was
Okay.
like, it was just like party world,
Yeah.
just
Damn.
do whatever.
You would love jail.
Probably.
You love jail.
If I had
You'd love
an
prison.
enclosed audience with
you'd
me, I was
love
like, I can just
jail.
capture the
Yes.
everything
You
around
can't
me.
escape.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm surrounded by everyone.
You
I
love
like. It was just
prison.
fun. Yeah.
You love prison. Well, a lot of my school was like that. Except I wasn't a good student ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. But that was
Um,
probably linked to having ADD and ADHD.
Yeah. Well, I think probably the biggest part of it was probably like me being bad in school, like probably was related to probably me moving a bunch. I was always the new kid
Yeah.
until finally like I settled down.
Yeah.
Here with my dad. But
So you're more focused on that than the learning.
maybe, probably, probably definitely like interfered a bunch, and like also like, yeah, I don't know. School was cool.
Yeah.
I had a good time like when I finally got settled down. It was like great. You know. Now I'm me now.
Yeah.
But
No, yeah, I don't know. I think.
yeah.
Yeah. Memories. Is that what we got here?
Gray zone warfare.
Gray zone
Keys.
warfare.
Mostly negative.com.
Sponsored. Imagine they gave us keys.
They should. Well, they're probably gonna have to now. They're like fucking
I guess we're
assholes.
contractually obligated to this 50 subscriber
We
channel.
won't sell them.
These guys are big time.
We're making one for you and not
Yeah.
you, Mike. And
not you, Mike.
Sorry, Mike.
They gave keys to streamers.
Of course they
On
did.
top of, like right now it's only available to streamers,
Okay.
but they're
Well,
giving
that sounds really
keys.
boring.
Yeah, which is weird. 'Cause, yeah.
Why do you?
Well, it's
You need
it's,
some
it's a
noobs to
marketing-
slaughter.
It's a marketing
Certainly.
because like they're gonna
Yeah.
that's who people are gonna
That's
watch,
true.
and it creates demand. But they gave them keys. So.
The man.
Yeah, demand.
Gray zone.
Well,
I think so. It seems like it recorded.
how long have we been going?
I've actually just been farting into the mic. 42 minutes.
That's good.
More. 46 minutes. Yeah. And then we'll splice it in with the other one. Oh, my secret sauce. Cool. I guess that's
That's another one.
mostly negative.com.
Yeah, check it out.
Buy some merch.
Buy some merch.
Just t-shirts with
Just NFTs.
shit stains on them.
It's an NFT.
And the JPEG
You get a fucking picture of a
NFTs.
shirt. An AI generated.
It is a 1 pixel
Yeah.
NFT of this shade of black that is copyrighted
Yes.
by mostly
it is
negative.
called All Black.
All black.
Yes.
Hex code FF.
All right. Well, goodbye forever.
Fuck it. See ya.
To have, those commie sons of bitches have a taste of capitalism. 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 Those commie sons of bitches have a taste of